bone crossed, Mercy's world got shaken up a little bit because she officially and magically became a member of the werewolf pack. It was so good because I did not see it coming. Maybe I didn't see it coming because they hadn't really talked about the possibility of non-werewolves being part of the werewolf pack before, but still, when it happened, I was blindsided just like Mercy was. I am so excited for the future drama that this will create. They are shaking up the rules of this world and the rules of this pack. And the thing I most love about this move is that it moves the story forward because it puts Mercy in new situations. Many a situation where Mercy has no idea what's going on, and I just love seeing characters out of their comfort zone. Like, that is where prime entertainment usually resides. And honestly, something I keep thinking about is that they talk about how during the full moon, the werewolves can't control their change as much and they're more dangerous. However, nothing has happened during the full moon. What? Can't we have an adventure during the full moon where the werewolves are more unpredictable? Like, that's the kind of drama I want as well. Hopefully we'll get it in a future book, because these werewolves aren't leaving the plot anytime soon. Another part of this book that got a lot of development was Stefan. So Stefan was the nice guy vampire, and then he kind of showed that he wasn't super trustworthy all the time. And now he's helping out again, part of the gang. And because of various extenuating circumstances, Mercy has agreed to let Stefan be psychically linked to her. And this psychic link is a master-slave link. Stefan could make her do whatever he wanted. Stefan so far has been the nice guy. Mostly. But this is so scary to Mercy and to the reader to think about the power that Stefan now potentially has over her. And like, I want to trust Stefan. I want him to be part of the team. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking if he was evil, this would be such a formidable villain. And honestly, I would love to see that. I would love to see the big bad at the end of the series for the series finale be Stefan. I mean, because it would break their heart. Nice emotional angst there. So. And I'm excited even to see Mercy and Stefan's relationship on like the day-to-day. Even if Stefan's not the antagonist, there's still going to be this extra friction in there now. But by far, if we're talking about a single scene in this book that I loved the most, it was where Adam and Samuel were facing off and about to throw down in Mercy's kitchen, and Mercy just casually dumps juice on both of them to defuse the situation. Like, it was so beautiful to just see Mercy going, we gotta do something about this. We gotta distract both of them. Yes, please. I wish that we got to see more of Mercy putting these wolves in their place. We get little hints of the various shenanigans that Mercy got up to in her teenage years as she was raised by a pack of werewolves, and I want a spin-off series of Mercy as a teen. Please. But what takes the cake as my favorite character for this book, you'll notice I have a lot of favorites, I kind of really enjoyed this book, was the walking stick. I love that the walking stick just shows up when Mercy needs to clobber someone. Like, every time the walking stick showed up, I was like, yeah, you go, walking stick! Like, the stick needs a better name. Something cool like Mjolnir. If I had to make a bucket list for this walking stick, it would be it becoming more powerful and getting awesome superpowers, and at one point in the series, I want it to actually come in handy in that it can make sheep have twins. And in the end of the book, the walking stick is the one that saved the day, as it should be. But if we had to pick a second favorite character in this book, it would be Chad, the little 10-year-old deaf kid. I loved he was both brave and afraid, and he was just a wonderful mess of contradictions. I wish that we could get a 10 years later and see Chad as a 20-year-old helping them out on their supernatural adventures. Honestly, these books, it's really interesting because so far the books have been fairly back-to-back. Like, there's been a few weeks gap or a few months gap, but there hasn't been a big time skip between any of the books. And some parts of me craves a larger time skip, and some parts of me is fine without it. Because if we had larger time skips, we could see better long-term effects of all of these adventures on these people. We could see characters like Chad, who is currently a kid, being a teenager or an adult. But also, I think these books really do mine their non-time skip between books pretty well. For example, at the end of book 3, Mercy got a lot of emotional trauma. And in this book, she is still dealing with it. Her panic attacks are part of this book. I loved that it didn't just sweep it under the rug, that it was a thing she had to continuously deal with and isn't done dealing with it, because that's how it is in real life too. I think these past few books, 2, 3, 4, have really gotten me kind of hooked on this series, and I'm excited for it to continue unfolding.